The views expressed by our guests in the following video are solely the opinions of our guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of the Ollah 7 podcast show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys and welcome to the Genius Kids. This is the show where we sit down and celebrate young talents, young minds, young trailblazers who are shaping the future with their extraordinary dreams and talents. And I am your host, Aisha Nyanzunda. And you know how we do it every week on the Genius Kids, we bring you a young talent, a young mind, a young genius. And on this show, on this episode, I am so excited to be hosting this one young lady. She's an academic excellence. You know, when they talk kuti, hanzi, uteshe, panyadze mabhuku, ndovacho vanenge chirehwaka. She's a 14-year-old and her name is Helena. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself and then we'll get into the conversation where we get to know her deeper. And msikana nanga chitiudza kuti zvachifamba sei pa kuonana nemabhuku apa, what is she planning on doing in the future? And she'll also be giving us some study tips, hey? Helena, welcome to the show.
Thank you for hosting me.
All right. So before we get into a lot of the things that we want to talk about today, can you please just tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Hellena Nyamingidze. I'm a 14-year-old Form 2 student at Excellent Tutorials. Mm-hmm. I am the second born out of 4 kids. We live in Marondera.
You live in Marondera?
Yeah.
Okay. So you commute from Marondera to school every day?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. Helena, please just tell me, how is Form 2? I think I was telling you before, Form 2 was the naughtiest year of my academic life. How is Form 2 for you?
It's actually quite great.
Yeah.
I am getting into my studies more and more. Mm-hmm. I love the way that the teachers are supporting me. They think I have the potential to the extent that I might even write next year.
Wait, what? When you say right, explain what you mean.
I mean the O-level examination.
And you'll be 15 then?
I'll be 15.
You know what? I think you could do it. But tell me about the subjects that you're doing in Form 2.
Okay, I'm doing 10 subjects. Mm-hmm. For sciences, I have maths, physics, chem, bio, computer science, and geography. Mm-hmm. For commercials, I have accounts and commerce. Then for arts, I have history and English. Right.
Interesting. So you're doing 10 subjects and you're in Form 2, but you're already doing physics, biology, chemistry. And the normal thing is, vanotanga kuita ma subjects iwayo at Form 3.
I was graced by the teachers who actually realized my potential. So they're just trying to make me experience the different, the Form 3 stuff so that they see if I actually manage to write next year. They just want to push me further.
All right. So I want to understand. You're doing the Form 3 syllabus with the Form 3s, but you're in Form 2.
Yeah.
So how does that go? Are you in class nema Form 2? Cannot urim class nema Form 3?
Let's just say I'm in class with the Form 3s.
You're in class with the Form 3s, but officially you're registered under the Form 2s.
Under the Form 2s.
All right. So of all your 10 subjects, why? Let's just start with, why are you even doing 10 subjects? Because you only need 5 O-levels.
Okay, I love all my subjects. When I think about dropping them, I actually get a terrible headache. Because when I think about history, I'm learning about the past and it's so exciting. Mm-hmm. When I think about the maths and the physics and the chemistries, I think about the things around me. I just want to know what's in them, how we make them. And when I go to the commercials, I love calculating. Numbers are my friends.
You love numbers.
Yeah.
So would you say you're very good at math?
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite topic in mathematics?
Equations.
Ooh, what type of equations? Because I was not so good at math, but I enjoyed my simultaneous equations.
Okay, I love quadratic equations. I love the hard ones.
Okay.
So just give me a hard question in maths. I just want to...
You like to solve problems?
Yeah, I just want my brain to start thinking fast. I want to get a headache because of numbers.
All right. And which one is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is actually history.
Oh, okay. Talk to me about history.
Okay. So for history, my history teacher introduced me to African history when I was in Form 1 last year. And I loved learning about the place. Like I was stepping in Harare, but it's like a flashback. I'll be seeing the past as I'm stepping in Harare. So I love it so much.
Right. Cool. History. What has been your favorite chapter or topic?
Chimrenga.
The Chimrenga. The first or second?
Second.
You know what? You're a very interesting person to talk to. Tell me what you know about the second Chimrenga, because I don't think other kids your age know about the second Chimrenga. Independence, but do they know what happened in the second Chimrenga? No, but let's just start, like, maybe you could tell me like a general events of how the second Chimrenga went, like how it started, with the things that were happening right up to the time that it ended.
Okay, so I'm just going to give a short explanation.
Yeah.
So when you look at the second Chimrenga, you know that every event that happens in the past actually causes the future, meaning that the first Chimrenga contributed to the causes of the second Chimrenga. And I love the second Chimrenga because that's when the blacks, us, we actually acknowledge now we were forming political parties, even though it was behind the whites' backs. Like, it's like that time when we were on our hyper, when we're now informed. Like, the first Chimrenga is pitiful because we don't know anything. We're just some uncivilized creatures. But on the second Chimrenga, we're knowledgeable, we're strengthened together. And there's so much support, like political parties, even though they were from different groups, they were united so that they could defeat the whites.
All right. Excellent. Guys, I'm being schooled about the second Chimrenga by this young academic genius here. Her name is Helena. And now let's talk about, we've talked about the subjects that you enjoy. But which one is like easiest for you? Which one would you say is like, for this one, I don't even have to study.
Accounts.
I'm just going to ace it.
Accounts.
Are you like one of those people that if they get like an accounting exam, because I learned with this one girl, kuva titange form 1, kushuka tipedze form 4, muskana ye, I wish I could mention her by name, but she watches my shows that I very much know. Muskana ye, kuva titange form 1, kushuka tipedze form 4, anambovira awana less than 100%.
Okay.
In any accounts exam. Are you one of those people?
I can't say less than 100%. At times I go down, but I can tackle accounts from 4 papers.
All right.
So the good thing about me, when I learn a concept, I catch it.
All right.
So the concepts that I already know, they have high marks on the O-level Zimbabwe examination paper. So I can actually tackle a Form 4 paper.
All right. So would you say that you're like a person under a photographic memory?
Yes.
Right. And how does that work? Because it's also we the rest of us, we can't relate. Because I've heard like people with photographic memory, right? I know for a book, and then they go through a page. They never have to read it again. They'll always remember it. Is that how it works for you?
Yes. So let me just give you an example, which is not difficult.
Yeah.
If I watch a series right now, I can explain a series which I watched when I was 7.
Okay.
So it just comes natural. So it's boring for me to repeat something that I've already watched. Because like, I know that other people can repeat a series they have watched saying it's fun, but I can't.
Those people.
Because I can remember it clearly.
Yeah, okay. All right. Must be nice being God's favorite. Okay. And accounts is the easiest, but which one is the hardest for you?
Geo.
Geo?
Yes.
Why is Geo difficult?
Because I need to study.
Because you need to study.
I can't open a book and sit down and say that I'm reading. So it's quite difficult for me to do geo.
All right. And like geography, there's physical geography, there's human geography, there's economic geography. Which one is like the most difficult?
Physical geography. The diagrams I can memorize. But the explanations now, I need to read them over and over again so that I remember. So geo is quite hard for me.
It's funny that you say that because geo was like my easiest. Well, not
Really?
my easiest, but it was one of those like my geography teacher, shout out to Mr. Zarima. My geography teacher knew kuti this one, uyu student yangu uyu.
Okay.
Like he knew kuti dentitoziya. And I enjoyed geography so much that I would read ahead.
Okay.
So for you, which subject do you read ahead? This doesn't even feel like school.
Commerce. Commerce is like it's just a subject. It's just a walkover for me because I get a book. I know all the concepts in the Form 4 syllabus. I just go over those topics and then I just wait for the teacher to just give me a basic explanation. So commerce is like, I hear we finish this topic, our next topic is this. The next time that I come back to school, I'll be like, let's just do it. It's a walkover now, ma'am.
Right. And there's this thing that you mentioned when we were just starting. You said you're planning on taking your O-level exams next year.
Okay, yeah.
How many subjects are you planning on writing when you take your exams?
Okay, I thought that I would leave the sciences out.
Why?
I don't want to jeopardize my exams. Like, I'm not so confident.
Okay.
So I just want it to be, it's just like if I write ZimSec, since it's quite affordable, I could write the arts and the commercials and maybe include combined science so that I have like a 5 O-level in ZimSec. And then I can just stay in high for the next year. Then I do my sciences purely.
All right. That sounds like a good plan. But now, what's the plan after you're done with your O-levels? Because I'm very sure you're going to pass. I mean, you're a genius. After the O-levels comes A-level. What's the plan for A-level?
Now for A-level, I want to specialize in 5 subjects.
You only need 3, girl.
I want to specialize in 5.
Why 5? You only need 3.
Okay, the thing is with me, I am challenged by my elder sister. Everything that I do, she's like my inspiration. Like,
there's a sister that's okay. Talk to me about this.
My sister wrote her O-level Cambridge when she was in Form 4.
Okay.
At the same school that I'm learning. She passed all 6 of her subjects with A's and an A+. And then she wrote her Form 6 at Excellent, the school that I'm at. She also passed. She got an A, I think 2 A's and a B.
Okay.
She wrote when she was 16, 10, 17. So like, to me, she's... You could say that.
Okay.
Because it's like a challenge between me and my sister. If she's good at sciences, I want to be good at arts.
Okay.
So that my younger siblings actually know that both sectors are actually cool.
All right. So you were talking about the 5 subjects. Before I cut you off, which 5 subjects are we doing?
Maths, physics, chem, bio. And the 5th one, I think it's going to be history.
No, but then okay. I understand maths, physics, chem, bio. That's sciences. You probably want to do something scientific or something. But why the history? History is not even related to the other 4 subjects.
Fun.
Just for fun.
Fun.
Guys, there are people who study for fun out there, like this young girl here.
School for me, like when it's a Friday like this, I have a massive headache. 2 days, a weekend is quite long for me.
Without school,
it's just boring and down.
Blessed are you. Okay, let's talk about the science subject, because now that you have told me that you want to do all these 4 science subjects, that automatically means that you are planning on doing something that's science related when you grow up.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A neurosurgeon.
Hi, girl. That is 12 years. I don't know, guys. School me. Is it 7 years of general medicine and then another 12 of neurosurgery?
No.
What does that look like?
I think it's like 3 years of general medicine, 4 years of specialization, and I think there are another 3 of like deep specialization, so that I know I'm a guru in the...
So how many years is that altogether?
Let's just say about 10.
So 10 years.
I'll be 18 when I finish Form 6, right?
And
plus 10 years, I'll be 28. So
no, but then again, look at it like this. For some people, tertiary education is only like 2 years. For some people, it's 3 years. At most, it's 4 years. Why do you want to do 10 years?
Well, I love studying.
Okay.
And the best way to study is stay in school.
Okay.
To learn new concepts, right? So if I have my 10 years, I'll be like 28. And then I'm sure at that time I'll have a stable job. I want to open like my own school to support other young people, like not even a high school and university.
We'll talk about you opening a university later. Let's go back to the neurosurgery. Why do you want to do medicine? Because I feel like medicine is a calling. It's different from other jobs where you can be just like, let me go be a policeman, let me go do accounting. But medicine, it's a calling, because remember, you literally have people's lives in your hands.
Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't so strong when I was born. I am like I'm like a patient. I'm always sick.
Okay.
So the disease that I had was quite rare, and in Zimbabwe there was only one doctor. So I just thought of it when I grew up, and my mom just tells me the story. I'm just like, why is there only one? I'm going to increase those numbers. I don't want any other kids suffering.
Okay. So do you want to talk to us about that illness and just maybe explain to us what it was? You don't want to talk about it. All right, that's fine. Now let's talk about the university. You want to open your own school. You want to open your own university. Why?
Okay, like excellent tutorials. It gives you a foundation of the high school, like. But I'm just sad that the excellency, you leave it in Form 6. So I just want to extend its boundaries. It'll be, even though it will be my school, it will be like an excellent tutorials part 2, where now, like in high school, you're being groomed into an adult. Yeah. Then I will be grooming you into a doctor or anything, or even arts or commercials. But I just want to have that big university in Zimbabwe, bring facilities, technology to the people around us.
Okay, right. That's fine. Form 3 with aspirations to write her Form 4 exams next year. Chimbopo my study tips, because school is not easy.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, do the things that you love. That's the first thing. And also, don't, when you're in junior, which is Form 1 and Form 2, don't be picky. Don't say, I hate this subject, I love the subject. Because the moment that you do that, you start having a negative attitude towards the subject. Even if it's an easy concept, you're just like, that subject is hard, I don't get it. So just have a positive attitude and focus on the things that you're bad at. Like me, I am horrible with geo. No lies, guys. That's the only subject that I carry like a B.
Okay.
But my teacher is always like supporting me through it. He just makes me love the subject. That way I focus on what I'm not good at. So what you're not good at, your weakness can be your strength. Turn it into your strength.
Yeah. And as we're talking, you keep mentioning your teachers. You have mentioned my teachers support me. My teachers believe in me. My teachers, they push me. My teachers say you can do it. Tell me about your teachers, because they keep coming up. And I have the sense that the support that your teachers are giving you maybe actually contributes like 50% to your success. So talk to me about your teachers and the work that they're doing, not only for you. But for other students at your school.
Okay. Honestly, I have a best friend who kind of has the same goals as me. We're writing together next year. My best friend and I have maximum support from our teachers. Like, we love school to the extent that on a weekend we're like, can't we just go Saturday? It's Saturday. Can't we just get into the class and ask a teacher to come?
Yeah.
I have actually noticed that a lot of kids will be smiling in our classes because they don't make it too strict. They don't make school boring. It's like an excitement, a new adventure every day. So for my teachers, they're very supportive, innovative, and creative. Like, they don't just go by the book. It's boring to come into class. Today, class, we will be reading chapter 1 of this book. They just make it interesting, just tackle you. They just make you want to have more.
All right. Okay. Interesting. I think, teachers do make all the difference when it comes to learning. And what of your extracurricular activities? I know you're an academic, but you must have some other things that you do outside of school. Well, not school exactly. Inside school, but outside. Related to books.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with public speaking.
Okay.
My English teacher, shout out to Miss Bango. She realized my potential in public speaking, and like I am here today. They're just pushing me. They noticed that I'm really good at this. On my spare time, I could just write a script, and I could write a novel.
you're a writer as
I could even
well.
write poems. Yeah.
This girl it's just like a gift. She's a Pandora box. She keeps on giving. So let's talk about the writing. You're a writer.
Yes.
What kind of stuff do you write?
Poems.
You write poems. Do you have one in mind right now? That
Yes,
you could
my
do for us?
favorite.
Yeah, okay, give us something.
Okay, it's about my mom.
Yeah.
So I'll just say the first stanza. I remember it because like I said that on her 35th birthday.
Okay.
So it's mother, mother, you're a fighter and a lover. You built a nest to protect me from the West. And mother, I promise that I'll give you the rest that you deserve. So yeah, it's kind of like about an African mother. You know how mothers are.
They fight.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that she, a nest.
She's a protector.
Yeah, she's a
She's
protector.
there for you.
And it's my duty now to make her shine. It's my turn to repay her.
All right, so how long have you been writing?
For a long time. Okay, when I was in primary, I just lost my touch. I lost inspiration. You know, that time when I can't link to my personal self. Then when I went to high school, I realized that it wasn't just those nonsensical poems that I would write and throw in the trash. I was actually shown that it's the only way that I know how to like express myself. Because if you ask me to talk about myself, I'm blank. But ask me to write a poem, I could like express what I'm feeling inside. And on. So,
all right, I understand. And then you said you also do public speaking. Yeah, talk to me about public speaking.
Personally, I am talkative.
Okay.
Like no man's business. It's quite funny that when I'm with my studies, I'm quiet. But see me talking, you run. I am so talkative.
Yeah.
But then I just realized that being talkative isn't a curse, guys. Like I understand that kids are discriminative. It's not a curse. It's a blessing. Because right now I'm here. If I wasn't talkative, I would just be sitting back. Yeah. So public speaking, guys, shout out to you. It's a gift. We are talented.
Right. And then someone told me that you're also a chess player. Yeah, mother.
A lot. I just want to like feel the varieties.
Yeah. So you try everything.
Yeah, except I can't sing, I can't dance.
Which is fine. Because you can do everything else.
Yeah, it's quite but it's sad. Like I have always wanted to do the gyrating, to dance in front of a camera, but I'm like a stick.
Shinoramp.
Shinoramp.
All right. Let's talk about chess. Chess is like a game for smart people who know how to strategize.
Yeah.
How easy is chess for you?
Okay, chess is not so easy.
Okay.
But I enjoy doing it because, like I mentioned before, I love making my brain struggle. I feel at my most potential when my brain is struggling. Like, I just want to give myself a headache. So when you're in a chess like in a chess competition or in a chess match, you get beaten the first time. You'll never make the same mistakes again. Because if your fool's mate is played to you, like right now, we're playing chess and you play a fool's mate. The next time, I tell you, you won't be able to do that same move because I would have mastered it.
Okay. Right. Must be nice. And what other hobbies do you have besides chess, public speaking, and writing?
I read a lot of novels.
Who's your favorite author?
Okay, it will be weird for me to say right now, but my sister is my favorite author.
Oh, your sister writes?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of novels does she write?
Like those horror mystery novels.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's just starting.
Okay. Do you have any other author that you read besides your sister?
Yes. In Zimbabwe, there's this poetry. Is it Robson Shumba? I think it's that.
I don't know him, but yeah, go on.
And then there's the other one. I forgot the name. It's like complicated for me to say. He's also a poet in Zimbabwe. I was given the chance to meet him personally.
Is it?
Yeah, but the name I forgot.
All right, okay. And I don't know, which one would you say is the best novel that you've read so far?
Things Fall Apart.
Things Fall Apart by?
I don't remember.
I have the name in my head.
You have, like, if you just say Things Fall Apart.
Things Fall Apart.
You did literature, you said.
Yeah.
Then you read it.
I have read Things Fall Apart, but for the love of God, I can't even remember the name. Chinua Achebe.
Yeah.
Chinua Achebe. It's about the great wrestler. Anyways, let's talk about something else. So you've told me all these things that you're doing in school. You're doing your 10 subjects. You're aspiring to write your O-levels next year. You have chess. You have public speaking. You're writing your poetry. You're reading your novels. But outside of school, who is Helena outside of school?
Okay, so it's quite surprising. Outside of school, I'm so antisocial.
Why?
Okay, when I first went into high school, I didn't think that talking was a way of expressing myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I had huge communication problems with my parents. But when I realized that with my poetry, with my talkativeness, I can just crack a joke and so on, I started being social bit by bit. So now outside of school, I'm just that person who's on the couch with movies.
All right. And what kind of movies do you watch?
Romantic, mystery.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun talking to you. Before I let you go, I want you to give advice to other kids out there who are feeling shy. They want to be public speakers, but they're feeling shy.
Okay, guys. Public speaking isn't something that you should be shy of.
Mm-hmm.
It's just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk. I started by talking to trees. Just talk. And then when you feel like you're brave enough to do it, just ask even your family to sit down. And then you just start talking. Just make a conversation. Just start talking. You just start talking and talking. And when you're done talking, you realize, is it really what you like doing? Do you know how to go on with conversations? Mm-hmm. If public speaking is not your thing, then you can also try. Like public speaking, it's not like there's a gift or anything. Anyone can be a public speaker.
Right.
So all you just need to do is talk. That's my only advice.
All right. Anyone who's at home, anyone who's watching that you want to take this moment to appreciate?
Okay, to all my peers that I left at school, I'm sorry I'm not there in the test with you, but I wish you guys good luck.
All right. Okay. And before you go, what's that one thing that you want to impact on the world?
Okay. My dream is Zimbabwe. So whatever I'm going to do in the future, I just need us, all young minds, please let's come together. Let's make Zimbabwe into a successful country. Let's change things a bit. Let's just shuffle it up. Yeah, I want to impact Zimbabwe in the health sector and in the law sector. So those two.
Law?
Yes.
That's a new thing that's coming up. Well, okay. All right. I'll let you go for now because I want you to come back after you have written your O-levels and then you've gotten your A pluses and your A's. And then I want you to come back and then we have another conversation about that.
Okay. I'll be here.
All right. And to you, our viewers, thank you so much for taking this time to watch The Genius Kids with your host, Aisha Nyanzunda. And today I was with this academic girl. She's very smart, very brilliant. She says she has a photographic memory. She's only 14 years old and she's planning. O-level next year. At the age of 15, she'll be taking her O-level exams. And this is the stuff that we celebrate, that we want to share here on The Genius Kids. This is the kind of stories that we share here on The Genius Kids. Don't forget to join us same time next week for more of these insightful and inspiring conversations with our young geniuses. And tomorrow on Tuesday, we have On the Spot with DJ Ollah 7. On Wednesdays, we have the trending stories with DJ Ollah 7 and Yaya Good Vibes. And on Thursday, we have got The Spotlight with Yvonne Mangunda. And on Sundays, Noma Nice brings you life and stuff. For now, it's goodbye.